Hello people, I am Skydemolisher and welcome back for another episode of our Let's Play of Lost Words Beyond the Page. Last week I think we got into like a frozen realm. Might have been an underwater realm and then a frozen realm. I think there was a wolf thing. I think we might have died. It's been a while since I recorded, so unfortunately I have like no memory of what I was doing. And yeah, so we'll just get into it, and we'll see how things go. All right. So we're going this way then.
Guilt dogged her every step. Did you make me do this?
Let's check the options on that. Sound. Yeah.
I'm Isabel Barbara Cook.
I'll put the voices up a bit higher, and I'll reduce the sound effects and the music. I have adjusted it on the Elgato this time, so hopefully it's slightly louder than what it was.
It would not rest. Guilt dogged her every step. Did you make me do this?
I don't know if using ignore
would not
actually helps
rest.
with this.
It would not leave her.
But we'll use it anyway, just in
would
case.
Not cease.
I don't think it does actually help.
Leave me alone.
If only life was this easy, I'd cast a spell and just ignore all of our problems and shit. Alright, so I don't think we need to use ignore.
Must get away. Have to move.
Very true. In saying that, you can't run away from your problems forever.
Need to escape.
I think the last episode that came out was the one where I had the warning at the start about the Nana dying.
Please. I didn't know.
So I can't remember if that's actually the last episode that played, or if I have another episode to go before this one. I didn't check before I started.
The creature looked at her as if it could see into her very soul. Under its stare, her fears crystallized like ice. She knew that she would...
I'm going to say disappear.
disappear. You'll make me disappear into nothingness. I can't.
I mean, to be eaten just seems so, normalised.
Would Robin embrace her guilt? Or run from
In
it?
saying that, it's not like, the end of Little Red Riding Hood, as most people know it, is actually the end of Little Red Riding Hood, as it was originally told.
Can't let it get me.
I think I've talked about this before. Most fables are not a happily ever after thing and never were. They were meant to be like a warning against things. So in the original Little Red Riding Hood, there is no woodsman. And the wolf doesn't die. So we weren't actually that far from the next diary
Hello,
point.
journal.
Mind you, here it's, we're
Dear
5
journal.
minutes into the video, maybe.
Hi, journal.
Oh god, I know this one.
Today,
It's so difficult to write, you know. You know, just to find the right words and all of that. Not that I really write in a journal anymore. I used to. There was a period after, like, one of my breakups where I think somebody had suggested that I should just diary stuff, just write down everything that you feel and get it out onto a page instead of just keeping it in your head.
hello, stranger.
And
I've
it certainly
been
helped.
thinking a lot about.
You know,
My dream is to become a writer. Yeah, right.
I always wanted to be a writer. Well, I mean, technically I
A
am.
writer who can't even write.
Like, I'm not like a published writer,
Okay.
but I have written
Find something
and
simple
had
to
stuff
start with.
printed,
What did I do
just not,
today?
you know.
Today I got up. I had breakfast.
I used to write the, like, book synopses for a competition. So I'd make up stories every year. And that.
I tried watching the telly.
I used to quite enjoy it. Competition doesn't run anymore. Not
That's
because
it.
like I
I'm
quit or
going
anything.
back to bed.
I've probably talked about
Hi,
it before
journal.
anyway.
Another day.
I started out as a person that just sort of wrote the book synopses
Each time I
and
wake up for the tiniest of moments.
it
It
isn't
isn't
true.
true.
I'm basically waffling
But
about
then it all
myself
comes
while
rushing
you
back.
guys are probably trying to watch the game and pay attention. Yeah.
It
I started out
is true.
writing the book synopses and I would do like the pack down of the event and send back people's
Looking around
submissions
my room, everything reminds me of Gran.
and stuff. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was stuck on the page.
Her puzzle box gift from last year.
Eventually, I worked
The
my
magic
way
tank
up
we made
to
during the holiday. Our yogurt pot robot.
basically running the competition, and then the year afterwards, I
These
was
paints
waiting for
Gran
like
gave
the
me.
management financial team to like let me know
This
that it was
pen?
starting again, and they kept just like
Even you.
giving me the
Jen.
runaround and not explaining what was going on. And then it turned out that they had replaced me
She's
and hadn't told
everywhere.
me. So yeah. I think in the end they owed me about $40,000 at least. And other members of my family,
all of it.
they owned
feels
like
broken.
a phenomenal amount more than that. But
Today
yeah,
is Ben's
never got it.
birthday. Dad baked a cake. Mum insisted that I come down and have some.
Yeah, she looks a lot like somebody's
tasted
daughter that I know.
Nothing.
Her hair is quite like that. Her mother's hair is not anything like that. And I don't think the
Everything
father ever
else.
grew a beard that nice.
Mum said we need to send out invitations to the funeral. How can she think about that? She's ready to shove Gran into a box like a pet goldfish.
I think there's an achievement for like getting all of those, like the stars, and I don't think I've got it. Yeah. Tell you what, that family member of mine that died, there was
Then I stormed off into my room.
not really much, time between the death and the funeral. I think she died on the Friday, and the memorial thing was on the Tuesday, I think. Understandable, because, like, family had come over from Australia for it. Family had come
Dad
down
came
from
up for some
the North
well-known
Island for
dad
it.
talk.
So,
I know you're sad,
really didn't have a choice.
but it will get better. You'll see. Just give it time.
It kind of reminds
I
me
know
of,
he wanted to cheer
like,
you,
I like,
but
I'm pretty sure his name is Josh Homme. Lead singer of Queens of the Stone Age, was part of Caius, etc. It was a quote of his I came across the other week, and it's like, I can't remember the exact words, but it's like, I'll never say it can't get worse, but I can always say it can get better. And I
he's
thought,
wrong.
man, that's actually a really good way of thinking about it. Because, you probably know, like, you say things like, oh, it can't get worse, and then it does get worse. And it's like, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't open my bloody trap. And that, so, it's so right there, it can get worse, sort of thing. But, like, it can always get better.
The world feels very dark now. Gran has a proverb for times like these. Gran always says,
With great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Ben.
It's always darkest before the dawn.
no, that's not right.
Isn't it?
That's what she would have said. I keep thinking about all the things Gran won't get to see. When I go to university, she won't be there.
My last surviving Nana died, like, days before my birthday when I was a child.
When
I didn't
get
really
my
understand
first
death at the
job,
time.
she
I was
won't
very,
be
like,
there.
upset that she, she died and she didn't think about me and all of that. And then not long afterwards there was
If I
a
get
letter from
married,
her with,
she
like,
won't be there.
with money and stuff.
Even if that's unlikely because boys,
And
I prefer cats.
uh,
Missing Gran already feels.
my one surviving grandfather died, I
But
think, when I
how
was
could
20.
I want that feeling willing to go away. How could I be fine? With
So he
Anne
didn't see me
being
go to
gone?
Polytech or anything either.
I'm going to have to feel like this forever. Thanks, Pinky. I can't stop crying. Pinky is probably getting fed up with being used as a tissue.
It's certainly one of the things
But
I
she
miss
never
about
leaves
having
my
a cat,
side.
Just how caring they are.
I think that means get back to writing your story. Pinky's got a point. I should at least
But I'd also
try
have to say
write.
that, after losing
I
Jamie,
can't leave Robin like that.
like
She's as lost as
close
I
to
am.
14 years ago, I still can't bring myself to have a cat or, another pet. And that. I just can't go through that again. I had him for like 16 years, and he had a seizure on my bed,
My head.
and yeah,
Where am
we
I?
found out he had a tumour that went from his stomach to his brain, so he really didn't,
swallowing sound. And
didn't have a lot of time. Anyway, we're at about 17 minutes now, so I think that's a good point to finish for the week. We're also getting into, I think, a different level, so it's good to have that break between those sort of things. So yeah, I would say I hope you enjoyed this, but you probably didn't enjoy it because it's another miserable session with me. But at least we're further through the story, so I hope you enjoyed that. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.